welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we're going to be doing what I call a spring tulip eye. But first I wanted to show you a little comparison between the matte fluid eye paints from About Face and the e.l.f. No Budge matte shadow sticks. I have the shades of Bombshell and Lamp Lamp, and they're compared to Zona, Rosa, and Vertigo Flowers. The bottom is About Face and the top is e.l.f. They're very much the same tone, but the About ones are just liquid and darker. But if you have those, you could use those instead, and if you liked the tones of the About ones, the e.l.f. ones are much cheaper. e.l.f. No Budge matte shadow stick in the shade Bombshell, which is a nice salmon pastel pink, and we're going to be running that all over our eye. And since it is a pointed shadow stick, I can use it to make my cat eyes. These babies only cost $5 each, and they're very long wearing. My eyelids didn't crease and transfer in a weird way, and they sit down by themselves. We are going to take that Zona Rosa from About Face. You could really skip this step because I end up going in with a eyeshadow palette later and just using that instead. This was kind of pointless, but I just wanted to try it out, and it made it a little deeper on the edge. And I went a little too hard, so I took my makeup wipe and sharpened it up and fixed my errors. We're taking the Sweet Pinks by Juvia's Place palette, and we're going to be taking these three shades. It's like a dark mid-tone pink, very fuchsia neon pink, and then a fuchsia neon pink that's like a bit more shimmery. And we're just going to be using that on the outer edge to deepen and add a bit of an ombre to the eye, just like a little tulip. And after we get it perfected, we are going to take that makeup wipe again and just perfect that line just a little bit more, just to make it really nice and sharp and precise. We're going to recreate it on the other eye. Going in with some more shadow to make it more perfected and a little bit deeper on the corners. I've finally finished the top portion of the eye look. I am taking a little bit of my setting powder from Kosas, the Cloud Set, and just adding a tiny bit of it on top of that pink just to lighten a little bit more so that ombre is a little bit more noticeable. And it worked quite well. Now we're going to go in with that No Budge matte shadow stick from e.l.f. in the shade Lava Lamp, which is a very neon green. Very similar to the About Face one, just a little lighter. You could probably really intensify it by even pressing harder with the product and maybe making it darker, but either way they're very similar. It's very not noticeable. Now that I'm watching the footage, I really do see the tulip petal on my eye with the little green in the corner to look like the stem. It's so cute. We add a little bit of what's left on my brush to my under eyes, and now we're going to go in with this Moira Beauty glitter liner in the shade Crystal Star. I'm obsessed with these liners, and they're like glitter eyeshadows. They are stunning, especially this one has the most beautiful like neon green sparkle vibe to it. When I placed it over that shadow stick, it really enhanced the green and brought in the attention and light to your inner corner. I felt like a little sprite. I'm going to have to check out the other tones to see if they have any good ones that I could wear to the Taylor Swift Eras concert, because I actually did manage to get some tickets and I'm very excited. We're going in June to the Chicago show, and the tickets weren't really that bad of a price. I was very shocked. But anyways, back to the look. We are going to add just a little bit of a contour shade right into that crease. Just add a little bit of depth. It really doesn't do much. You don't have to do this. I was just trying to add a little bit of a warmth to it. We're going to add some Good Vibes Only Trestique mascara onto our lashes. I'm really just trying to get this used up. Even when I'm done with it, I'm going to keep it because it has a little attached eyelash curler, which I think is really handy. And it really isn't a bad mascara. That's why I like having BoxyTrim, because you always have a good chance to get something new and fun that you've never tried before. Now we're going to be applying my Amazon DY Silk 60 Foaming Lashes, my favorite lashes, to complete this very fair tulip inspired eye. We're going in with the Revolution Beauty Eyebrow Pencil in dark brown and the Queen Studio Eyebrow Gel. The gel I got in my BoxyCharm, and it is good, but I have decided I still hate this brow pencil. It's just so hard to fill in. Half the time when I get done filling in my eyebrows, they just look terrible to me, so this is definitely not for me. Just too chubby of a eye pencil for me. We're going to be protecting our skin with this Untouchable Whoa Glow e.l.f. Skin 30 Broad Spectrum Glow Screen Dupe. It's a nice glowy product. I've been doing this exact base and it is stunning. Now we're going with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in Light 1. I don't know what it is with the combination of the sunscreen, the Halo Glow, and then my Kosas foundation, and then the Cloud Set. It looks poreless but also still super glowy. And I was just shook the other day when I was looking in the mirror at my skin. Even outside, I looked flawless but also still like glowy, which I didn't know was possible. Especially with more glowy products, it tends to enhance your skin texture or your pores, but something about that combo, I think my Cloud Set is the main perfect product. If you haven't tried the Cloud Set, I definitely recommend it. It's definitely more up there in price, but it is my trusty powder to look like an airbrushed doll. I'm just going to be using some of that foundation as my concealer instead of grabbing a concealer today. And now I'm going to show you the new Cloud Set. I have Feathery on the left and Breezy on the right. Definitely one's darker and one's more yellow. And I'm so glad I picked up a new shade because the other one was just looking a little too dark for me. I'm going to try it next time as more of a bronzer contour and see if that looks more of like a natural contour, and we'll see how that looks. I especially can use it in the summer, but I definitely needed a new shade for right now where I'm at my palest self. I'm going to contour and highlight with my trusty Kaleidos Makeup Symphony Contour Trio, and Light has the perfect contour, brightener, and bronzer. I'm definitely going to be taking this on my vacation this summer. And because I forgot that I set already, I needed to rehydrate my skin, so I used the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I rehydrated my skin so that I could apply my e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Bora Bora, which is the perfect, most beautiful bubblegum pink. It reminds me of Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time. It perfectly matches my eye too, and I really like the Putty Blush formula. It's nice and long wearing. You can apply it with your fingers, a sponge, and I did end up using a little bit of a flat angled brush to apply a little bit more deeply on my cheeks, and it's so pretty. We're going to add some faux freckles with the ColourPop Freckle Pen in Light. Not too many, just here and there and over some of my already existing moles. If it's a little too crazy, just add a little bit more setting powder and there you go. It looks definitely more natural. We're going in with the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip shade in the shade Soft Pink to outline our lips. I do end up showing you two lips, mainly because I got the NYX Fat Oil Lip Gloss and I wanted to show you it on natural lips without any color underneath. And with the Maybelline Color Sensational Lipstick in the shade Coral Burst, which is a bright neon coral pink. And then we're going to top it with the Fat Oil Lip Drip from NYX in the shade Supermodel. Super beautiful, vibrant pink with a silver glitter running through it. I love the big doe foot applicator too. But here it is on my natural lips by itself. Definitely nice everyday gloss. And it goes nice with the eye. Definitely lets the eyes be more of the focus, which is fun. Then we're going to show you it applied on top of that Coral Burst lipstick, and it adds a nice glossy shine. It doesn't really change the color. Now that I'm watching this footage, I feel like it was a little too coral for my eyes, but it still looks cute. There is the completed makeup look. I really enjoyed it. I felt like a little tulip petal fairy sprite, and I thought the inner corner was such a fun sparkly moment. I feel like you could do this with any color, even if you're just wearing a little bit of makeup, just for some fun and sparkle. I hope you liked this tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Bye!